Hi Gemini! Welcome to your October 2019 astrology and tarot reading. Hope you're all doing really well. I'm sorry this reading has been a little bit delayed for you guys, but it is here nonetheless. My setup is a bit different because I'm not appearing on screen because I want to get this out as quick as possible so that you guys have your reading. So Gemini, what I want to talk to you most importantly about is the full moon in Aries, because we are so very ruled by the moon. And this full moon in Aries is making positive aspects to Jupiter in your partnership sector. It's also your partnership sector and your competition sector. So if you're worried about competition, I wouldn't. But this full moon is also making tricky. Oh, okay. Right. Gonna take it all, I think. This full moon is also making tricky aspects to Pluto. So what came out here is the Sun, Leo energy, Four of Cups, Page of Cups, Star, Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon. The Sun and the Moon, how auspicious. The Sun, the Moon, and the Star. We've got the whole universe here for Gemini. Oh, yes, this full moon is making tricky aspects to Pluto in Capricorn, which is of course the 8th house for you, ruling deep, dark feelings, deeper desires, contracts, soul contracts, heavy stuff. But what's beautiful about this spread is that with the Sun in Libra is really blessing you. And the reason why it's doing that is because 5th house energy is romance, it's desire, it's creativity, it is magic, it's so Page of Cups. So what's the catch? A lot of you, right off the bat, have some kind of dream. It's at the forefront of your mind during Libra season because in your 5th house arena, you dare to dream. But Aries energy for you is all about wish fulfillment. It is about magic. So this full moon is blessing you with magic. If you're wishing for abundance, here it is. If you're wishing for love, here it is. If you're wishing for children, yeah. But maybe for a lot of Geminis with the Sun and the Four of Cups, you're rejecting the idea because you wished for it before and you thought you had it and you don't want to get hurt again. I know. But it still wants you, whatever it is that you're wishing for, whatever you're seeking, justice, you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get what you deserve. It's going to be fair this time. It's going to be what you need. It's going to be, it's going to be what you desire, but it's going to be better. For a lot of you, Libra season, since the new moon in Libra on the 28th, because I think Gemini's got hit quite hard in August, September. I'm just going to be honest about that. Leo season seems to have rejected something that you really wanted. Let's look a little bit closer. Leo season took something from you that you wanted. You thought you had it, and now you feel this sort of apathy towards what should be a really beautiful full moon for you. But that doesn't mean that you're blocking it necessarily, because I think Geminis as mutable air are sometimes too fluid to truly block things. But Pluto being in such a heavy aspect to the full moon in Aries means that although Jupiter is stronger and Jupiter is there in Aries, which for you is wish fulfillment, and it's hitting off beautifully with the wish fulfillment planet, in your partnership zone, you and a partner, if you're married in particular, you both want something so very, very much that seems to have been no. And I think with the Page of Cups, because that rules children, for a lot of you it was children. The Moon and Justice. There was some sort of shift that needed to happen, Gemini, in order for you to get what it is, whether it's love, whether it's kids, whether it's money. And with the Star and the Ten of Pentacles here, I think a lot of you are wishing to a deceased ancestor and asking them for something. That's a weird thing to pick up, but I just think with the Star and the Ten of Pentacles, you're asking someone who's passed on for some sort of sign. And you're going to get it this weekend. You're going to get a sign that things are actually okay. Things are actually going to work out. Six of Wands. Things are going to be a success. But you just need to enjoy yourself first. I know whenever you feel a little bit apathetic about stuff, or worried about a child, or worried about someone in your life, you kind of just want to talk that out until you reach a resolution. But burdening yourself over and over with the memory of this thing that went wrong is stopping your success. And I know I said that Geminis aren't really great at blocking things out because you're mutable air, but if you're dealing with a Leo, they might be so caught up in the feeling of this that it's in turn making you feel worse, even though they're trying to be supportive. Do you know what I mean? So if you're dealing with a Leo, Gemini, just be mindful that their passions run very, very, very high in October, and they don't know how to express what it is that they're feeling as well. I just did the Leo reading, and they don't really know how to express it. Queen of Cups. Okay. You're dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Wow. Ace of Cups and the Lovers. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, there's a lot of love there. If it's a friend, there's a lot of support. If it's romantic, jeepers, it's looking good. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers, Queen of Cups. If you're looking to conceive a child in Libra season, because Libra season is Empress energy, it's a time when a lot of people get pregnant. Just an FYI. If you're not looking for that, be careful. Be very careful. And it's especially a time for you, Gemini, because, oh, Ace of Wands, yes. Conceiving something new. And here's your energy, Queen of Swords. If you're looking to conceive, Libra season is your 5th house. So I think for a lot of you, it's kind of that, because I see this Princess of Cups. You see the way she's holding the cup? She's kind of holding it like a baby bump. It's kind of a vibe. But for those of you that aren't interested in that, this is looking a lot to me like a new relationship if you're single. A lot of you are finding your courage, your inner strength. A lot of you are hitting the gym, making your body move, getting things out, trying a new sport, trying a new hobby. Self-care is so important in Libra season, 7 of Pentacles, because it leads, look at that, it leads you to a 10 of Cups. And for some reason, it's also leading me to say that Cancer season next year, June, July, is going to be very, very important for many Geminis. I don't know the astrology of it quite yet, but I feel as though between now and July next year, you guys get a really, really, really special wish comes true. I don't know why that's so significant, but I just think with the Chariot, it's leading me to say that. I suppose, let me think, we're October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Oh, 9 months. Okay, so some of you are definitely conceding. That's why Cancer season's coming up as significant. Some of you are definitely conceding. I know that that's coming through very strongly. It's probably for like 1, 2 people. Whatever. If you're looking for love, as I say, or if you're in a romantic relationship, a lot of this actually relies on having fun and stop being involved in the heaviness. I think for you, it's dealing with someone who's a bit emotionally heavier than you are and you're finding it tough. But if it's a water sign, I think there's a lot of love there and a lot of potential for something exceptional. If you're dealing with another air sign, there seems to be potential there, but it relies on you being your best self and taking care of yourself first and foremost. If it's a Leo, one of you is ready for something that the other is not, but it can happen. Under this full moon, you can communicate, you can discuss it. It's funny how the Gemini readings always move so quickly. As we move towards the Scorpio new moon, which is kind of tricky, and I'm gonna say it's not the it's not the most pleasant of new moons in many ways, and it's having an uncomfortable opposition energy with Uranus being in Taurus. And for you guys, of course, Taurus is the 12th house. So there's a lot of fears coming out about something new. You're very afraid of this new beginning. And I think, Gemini, the reason that you're so very afraid of this new beginning is because possibly you have somebody in your ear saying this is too soon, or this is too much, or this is too much pressure, or the odds aren't good, or, you know, the optics aren't good. It's like there's a lot of people saying no, but they're not in your body. They're not driving this car. They're not making this decision. They're not making this call. And they mean well. They do mean well, but they're not you. They don't know how you really, you know, they don't know what your intuition is telling you to do. They don't know that you're gonna go, and even though you're very scared, they don't know that you're gonna go from the heart anyway. If you've embarked on a new career, something different, if you've made changes in your workplace, you're feeling kind of like, that full moon in Pisces last month was in your career sector, right? And it made big changes. And you're having trouble adapting to it because you just feel a little bit like what's coming from it isn't as exciting as you thought it would be. Or it's, again, a lot of people that just seem to be saying no, and it's because they're under pressure with something else. They have other deadlines, they have other things that they need to do, and they're trying to make this thing work. They're trying to make it tick over. But yeah, there's the strongest vibe, and I just find this so strange. You know, in Pinocchio with Geppetto, when he says, when you wish upon a star, I think it was Geppetto. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the cricket. Maybe it was the fairy godmother. I don't know. But there's a character in Pinocchio that says about when you wish upon a star makes no difference where you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. This is very like wishing on a star. But the Ten of Pentacles always gives me the ancestors vibe. Like asking your ancestors or someone that's deceased. For a lot of you, it's a grandfather, and for a lot of you, it's a woman. But asking them for guidance on this dream, asking them for changes or what they would do. Because you can't ask them now. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can't ask them in person, but you're asking them like with a star energy. It could be an Aquarius. But you have this inspired change to make and this dream to follow, and you're just having doubts, even though Libra season is so much about creating and following your dreams and enjoying life and making these choices. You feel like something's missing about it, and something went wrong before, something fell through, and you don't quite know what to do now. But I don't think it helps that other people are saying you can't, or you won't, or, you know, this is risky, this is going to take a lot of work, this is going to take a lot of moving things around, this is going to weigh really heavy on you emotionally, but actually, you know what's best for you, and I think you would do well not to forget it in October. I can't think of a more auspicious full moon in Aries for you to see the signs that something is actually working out. Even as we lead towards Mercury in Scorpio and the new moon in Scorpio, that's going to make you want to go inward because you're scared. It's going to make you want to reevaluate this again. The star, to me, is very much an indication, Gemini, that whatever you've decided to change or create or conceive or anything like that is leading you towards great success in the new year. And I'm getting very much into the extended vibes of this, but I think it's important that you hear it whether you have the extended or not. You're leading towards something very special in Cancer season next year. It's going to make you think, oh, I made this. I got this. I've created this. I have moved this along myself. Look at what I've done. I'm so proud of me. I'm so glad that I didn't listen to people saying no. I'm so glad that I didn't read all the negative comments. I'm so glad that I went with what my body was telling me. I'm so glad that I went with what my heart was telling me. You've got this. You've got this. Anything your heart desires will come to you. Even scientists, and I know that scientists and astrology don't necessarily go hand in hand anymore, but even Einstein said he wished he knew more about astrology. Anything that can happen will happen. Gemini, love you very much. I'll see you in the extended. It's going to be linked below if you want to join me there, and if not, I will see you guys in the next set of readings. Take care of yourselves. Bye.